messages go out.
Okay.
So here we go. Woohoo! Welcome, everybody. Welcome to those of you who are coming in, and welcome to those who watch this later. My name is Ali, and I'm at Heart and Soul Connected, and it is my extreme pleasure to welcome JJ from Tutah Speaks. And if you have not seen or heard from Tutah and JJ through Tutah through her, she channels light language. She's wonderful. They're wonderful. Her light language has even changed over the time I've known her, and she's bringing new stuff in. So make sure you go over and check her stuff out and like and subscribe to her channel. I would love that. And there's Debbie. Three Shifting Veils. I know you met her. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Debbie, for being here.
Mm-hmm.
We're a little bit excited about this because the last 2 years, I think it was this week that you went rafting with your family.
Yeah, we're always on the river for this time.
You're always on the river this week, but this time you were in a light language conference, and so it changed it. So, and this time we're at 888. So pick the right year.
This is definitely the first time we've done 7-7 and 8-8 together.
I think you're right. Yes, I do.
I'm really excited about today.
I know. It's wonderful. So so welcome everybody, and thank you for being here. Some of you might be lurking in the background, and that's just okay with us. Hi, Glow. And Debbie says you're her tree sister, JJ.
Yes, 100%.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So what we usually do here is I talk a little bit about what I get, and then I turn it over to JJ and her guides, her tutors. And but please let us know anything that you'd like to say. This is a marvelous day to manifest. So if everybody didn't know this already, the Lion's Gate is what this portal is called. And it's actually started on July 29th, and it goes until August 12th. So there is a window there. And we're in the middle. 8-8 is the highest manifestation of this energy. And so that's why we like to try to come on our double dates on the exact day, if possible. And we wanted to make sure we did this year because JJ had a chance to be here. So I'm really happy. So hello, Juanita and La Vraie Verity. It's nice to see you. So it's a numerological alignment that peaks today, combining the sun in Leo, the rising of the star Sirius, and the infinite energy of the number 8 to create a powerful period for manifestation and personal growth. Whatever it is you want, this is a powerful portal to manifest it. Some of the other energies we're feeling astrologically are asking us to let go of things that no longer serve us. So you should be bringing in what you want to manifest because you're allowing that room by getting rid of what you don't want anymore. That's turned out to be old and not as needed as you have been in the past. One of the most interesting things I've heard from Diana, who does astrological aspect, is that over the pyramid in Giza, the planets line up in a certain pattern, and that's where they are today in this particular pattern. And next year, they will be perfectly aligned in that pattern at this time, I believe. And the Sirius, the moon and the sun and all those other things are supposed to light up one of the eyes of the Sphinx. It's supposed to turn red. I said to Diana, it'd be really cool if it just swiveled this way and out comes something cool, But yeah, we'll try to remind you all of that next year because that isn't this year. But so the number 8 represents infinity, as you know. On the side, it's the lemniscate, so that's the 8. Balance, wealth, and a continuous flow of energy. You should write your personal goals or wishes down. You need to use some quiet time to visualize what it is you'd like. Let go of your old habits or your past stresses to clear your space for new opportunities. Um, let's see. The Sirius rises in the sky near the sun. Ancient groups like the Egyptians viewed it as a spiritual sun that brought renewal and rebirth. Leo brings courage, passion, and heart. It encourages people to step into their personal power. And this year it happens to be a triple eight. Usually it's 8 8, which is the date. But if you add 2 and 6 together, you get 8. So, and that's not taking into effect the other two, 2000, whatever. But just so you know. So today is 888, 8826. That's right, Rose Blue. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, let's see. You are in the herbs in the midst of letting go of stuff. All right. Well, there you go. There you go. We don't really have any readings set up, but we may do some later. We really want to just talk about the energies but Tutah usually comes through for a few readings near the end. So let's just go with that for now. So a couple more things, and then I'm going to turn this over to JJ. One of the things I found a really nice release poem or affirmation. I release fear. I welcome abundance. I attract divine opportunities. I trust perfect timing. Money flows to me effortlessly. My dreams are becoming reality. The universe fully supports me, and everything aligns in my favor. So, in keeping with that, remember that your wishes and 888, you're led into a more spiritually centered life, and the wishes are in alignment, and you're on the pathway of light. And of course, we're at high summer here, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. All right. Hi, Mary. So, what would you like to say, JJ Tutah?
I love listening to you on these double insights and seeing what everybody is saying in the chat. I am listening to you and coming up with all of these ideas, but then at the last part of what you were saying, or the energy behind it, I just felt like I was just energetically going forward, not like hyper speed, like in Star Wars or anything like that, but just traveling. So I just want to see what my people come through with.
Okay.
Because like you said, I am in the middle of a light language summit right now. And so I'm all energetically, we already weaving with that. So with this 8-8, it's like we're coming in with a new thread into the weaving. So let me see what.
Sure, of course. Take your time.
8-8. I did see, when you're taking, this could just be me, but when you're taking your pants off at the end of the day and one leg is stuck, like one foot is stuck, and you're trying to like hop around and like not, this might be an old lady thing, but I'm just like, like, oh, I hope my back doesn't go out while I'm trying to take these pants off. But
as you hop around,
I should be sitting down at my age, but but when you were saying about letting go of habits, they did show me it was like we're good at it right now. Like this is the right time to do that. But some of them are clinging on like that one foot that can't get out of the pant leg, and it's almost like we're trying to like shake it, and there's just like a little bit left. So let's see. They're being funny today about that. So that's
great.
See.
We need the humor. Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Humor breaks it up.
It does.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Kuta. Calling in our helpers, everybody here. The ones coming later to watch this replay. Welcome. Calling all of our helpers closer. New ones, old ones, Palmado tatama kunaka. Bringing, it's like a reunion of our guides and helpers, a reunion. We're just, it's rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. Kupakana, and coming closer still. I feel like we're all witnessing something spectacular, talking about possibly something astral, kunaka, moku maki, but more of us tutama kana kunaka ma washna kakaye wana, the things we are easily moving into, the things we're moving forward with. Pakuna ye pano kupopashna, and individually kunatiana kumakiatia, we are being congratulated, Konakash Nakayewa, for the work that we have put in. They are bringing up the herbs, working with the things from the earth to help. Pakunatiti amama ishna. It's a collective, they say, collecting the herbs, working with the herbs. Knowing that these things have a language of their own and intertwining those into our lives. So, however that means for you, maybe you're working with elements, maybe you're working with your guides. They just want to say congratulations. It can be as easy as you being outside and feeling the sun on your skin. Patotanoka kunakia. Oh, they're like, oh, we're climbing up that ladder. Kutana na yewa. It's like, oh, one more. Kutititana kashna koyewa. Yeti. You have to put one arm down and like shake it because it's getting tired. They're like, no more. It's not like we're going vertically. They're like, pretend you're in like a Spider-Man movie or like a Hollywood movie where it looks like they're working really hard, but it's actually not vertical, it's horizontal. It's like, but you're really just crawling on your hands and knees. They're saying it's switching. You can still make it look difficult, but it won't be difficult, which is a blessing. They're talking about, let me see, they're talking about walking on water. And it's the same thing, like with a Hollywood thing. It's like, maybe it's a puddle and it looks like you're walking on the water because of how the reflection is. They're just bringing up these different perceptions of whether you're Yeshua walking on the water for real, or if it's you walking in a puddle. It's the same thing. It's like, ooh, what a miracle. You are the miracle. And in an analogy, they're talking about us getting a new wardrobe. And Ali, can you talk a little bit more about the green Tara? Because when you said that, is it green Tara?
Green Tara.
Yeah. Can you explain her a little bit more?
Sure. One of my most beautiful guides is the green Tara. And actually, there is a wonderful mantra that you can get here on YouTube that you can chant with green Tara. And there's more than green. There's white Tara, there's red Tara, there's other Taras, but it's the female embodiment of the Buddha. And so I have a few things around here reflective of green Tara. This is one of the things I have that I keep behind me.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. But you can see she's holding her fingers in that meditative look, and she's got her hand coming down, and there's the green to show you that she's the green Tara. Wow. She's been around with me now for quite a while, and she centers and grounds me really well, and I enjoy feeling the energy of that. There's a lot of people that believe that Buddhism is a religion and that they're not a Buddhist because they're Christian or they're whatever they are. But Buddhism is really not it's considered a religion, but it's more of a calling or a philosophy. And so there's a lot you can glean from that if you look into that information. and how you can use those energies and bring them in if you want their energy to be your guides. So I tend to have a lot of Asian guides, and that's why when I was younger, I was invested in the martial arts, and I love the way that the East, because they're, the Eastern philosophies, they speak to me because it's all about flow, and it's all about allowing things to wash over you and not trying to push things to happen. So I think you would do well with Green Tara. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at my background and I'm like green, 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 green.
Yeah,
green.
you've got a lot of green in there. Yeah. So there's a lot of healing. So maybe she's ready to work with you as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it ties into what you were saying about balance and continue. I think you said continuous energy, which yes, I will take a dose of that, please.
Yes, really. Flow state. Thank you, Verdi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So a couple things you were saying, or Tutah was saying, was you were talking about the perspective change and how things will be easier, but still might look hard. So, going on a vertical, but then in the movies, turning it this way.
Yeah.
But don't you think that some of our illusions might be smashed in this time period?
I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, the illusion, it's like a bubble that's popping.
Yeah.
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 I'm curious too if anybody else out there is having aches, pains, migraines. I know my belly's acting up right now. And what else was I going to say? There was one more thing. My dogs have been acting a little crazy too.
Yep.
And my ears. There's so much pressure in my ears. And I'm
Are
like,
you sleeping? Are you sleeping okay?
I'm sleeping. However, I'm also they're not really restful dreams.
You wake up and you feel tired.
I feel like I'm on 24/7, where it's like there is some shadow stuff coming up in my dreams where I'm like, oh yeah, that was an old job I had, and now I'm dreaming about that. And
yes.
Yeah,
And I think this energy has come out from this time period, and we're also witnessing a lot of the human resonance is off the charts, and the solar storms are really bad. And I read something last night saying that the solar storms, they target the heart, and you can feel them without seeing any of those solar storms, but they are occurring. But it's also working on DNA. So in a lot of ways, it's like the ascension energies that we thought were over with, but it's like somebody else said, stomach issues. And Keith and I both today felt we're not anxious people, but just have this underlying anxiety. And your dreams have been like that, Debbie? Okay. So I just think there's a lot going on, and we're still growing from it.
I've had like back issues for a while, probably since I was like in my 20s, and gotten it fixed here and there, and physical therapy, and I don't know, like shots and whatnot. And I'm just curious how you feel about this, Allie and chatters. Like, I know that's a weak spot in me physically, and I wonder when things are about to happen, I wonder if that's like an energetic blowout. Like maybe my back is the one that's just like, oh, something's coming. Yeah. Like those.
Well, it's very possible. Now, where is it? Lower back?
Yeah.
It's lower back.
It's my lower back. Yeah.
So some of that comes from not feeling supported.
Yeah.
And some of it comes from worry, money issues. But if you've got, and there's not a strong, what's the word I'm thinking of, where your chakras and your balance and your spine is strong. It's and it could even be something from a past life. Yeah. But a lot of us have back problems. Mine tend to be up here in the upper because my neck hurts after a while if I'm doing grading or something.
Yeah.
But I also know that there are places that we feel anxiety or we know something's coming in, and they're not always the same in all of us. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your back hurts worse when things are happening for you, Debbie. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. So I feel it in my stomach. That's where I get it first. Oh my God. Yeah. Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Why couldn't it just be like a finger? You know?
Pinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it just? I'm not throwing our fingers under the bus or anything.
That's right. That's right. This would be a lot easier. You can wear one of those gloves, if you need
Yeah.
for stabilization. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Allie, do you with the chakras, the energy centers, do you have a practice where you go through them to balance them? Like, what do you do?
It's interesting you asked that question because this week I was talking with Val Klingenbeck, and she was doing some Akashic channeling, and she said that we're in an energy now where for us to ground or for us to have our chakras align, we have to do it in a different way than we used to do it,
Yeah.
which I had no idea. So she's saying this, like bottom up and bottom down.
Okay.
So it kind of works that way. And I thought to myself, well, that makes sense. If we have realigned our DNA in a totally different way,
Yeah.
then maybe it's important. But yeah, you've got to visualize it. I know that if things are really like this morning, I got up and I was tired, but I had to go outside and I just follow my intuition. It's
Yeah.
like, you need to go out there now and walk around or whatever. So
Yeah.
how about yourself when you're feeling that way?
You know, my friend Kevin Lewis, the healing
Mhm.
medium, he was talking about how he's he's seeing the energy centers, the chakras, a little bit differently. Like they're moving around. It's
Yeah.
not, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I'm just wondering, for us people who are feeling this physically or actually on the other levels, I'm just going to ask if there is something that you and I, Allie, can do together here
Mm.
to help. I mean, that whole DNA thing is my jam. That's this year. That's all I've been focused on for
Yeah.
intention. When I go to all these different retreats, I'm like, I want a little piece of this puzzle to see what our human potential is. So,
Right.
calling in our, I feel like it's a human potential, it's a divine potential.
Mhm.
Let's just hold space here for that.
Sure.
Kumatu. Makuma, my bearded dragon is going crazy in his cage right now. He's like crawling all over the
He's
place.
like, "My chakras are fine. Would you just
He's
be
like,
quiet?"
he's like, what you need is a dragon. Let me see. Tona Koka. Matu, if it pleases you, please, if you could shine some light on this. Pa'ota, divine, kunaka. Oh, Shinama, Kunama. They're showing me gold foil. Kumati, Nana. Tomoshna, Kuyinata, Kanaka. Kuyana, Shina, Kanaka. They're energetically working right here on me. I don't know where it's working on you guys, but
Mhm.
Matue tama kuna koe na iwanushnaka. Panuni anana ye mama kui mana kui. Onana kinako nako kianaku. Mako kaye nushna. We balance. Tutama kunyiwanaka. Mako nano kumaka. Ano kanaka kaye mayewa. Tama pati ah. No, come on. Anatono Kushna Tiawa Matuk Ya Shnaka Naka Yema Titi Anu Mashna Taka Yema Mayatia Konash Natia Nui Tamakata Nakiawa Yetianash Natamako Yewa Diana Kushnaka Ano Titama Eki Una Ushna Kaye Matuaka Eshna Koyewa Makonyama Makuyama Boyawa Shneama Yewa 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 Dunamaka Shnaka. Ooh.
Mm.
Mama.
We don't always focus on it, but in our hands and in our arms and in our everywhere, this spinning chakras everywhere.
That's what he said. That's what Kevin said. He's
Right.
like, they're spinning and moving. Yeah.
In our hands. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's interesting that you said that, Debbie, about your hands doing circles in reverse of each other. Yeah. Wow. Hi, glow. Wow.
They were talking about the veils and how humans love to talk about the veils. They were picking on us again, just like the ladder. Oh gosh! And of course, it's the LATTER and the LADDER. But they were just like, "Oh, you guys love your veils. The veils are open. The veils are closed." And then they're like, "Curtain call, everybody."
I got that impression myself. It's like, why do you guys celebrate these things like they're just not only come around once a month? I mean, they come around, you can do this any day.
Yeah, they're definitely like being
teasing.
Silly humans. Yeah.
There's so much importance for us to make meaning out of something, and sometimes meaning makes itself. It isn't important to try to extrapolate why it's meaningful. It's like it just is. It just is.
We're bringing in the elements in the classes that I'm a part of right now, and I was water on the first day. I was bringing it in, and it was so interesting. I love Tutah and my guides because we think about it as nature, and we think about the river of us, the current of us, and in the connection that I was doing, they had us think about our river. And I don't know if anybody out there has ever witnessed the ice in the river breaking up spring, but I've caught it several times where I grew up, and it's the most magical if you just happen to be there on the day that it's happening. So what happens is with the river, the top part freezes into ice, and we've ice skated on it when we were kids, and it's really fun. And so that when the ice breaks up, you can first hear it. You can hear it coming from up above. It's like loosening up above, and you can hear this roar, and you're just like, oh my gosh, pay attention, what's happening. And then you can see it coming down kind of slushy and like it's breaking up, and then you get this this wind of smell, and it's very earthy, and it's like they're raking, the ice is just like raking the sides of the river, and like little trees are coming down, and it's just this, almost the way I look at it is a celebration for opening up the river.
A release.
For what's to come.
And
kind of like shedding the sides, making new little hideouts for the fish that'll be there in the summer. So they were talking about that, and how the ice is reflective. We did this thing with ice is reflective, and this is our river. And we went all the way back to the beginning raindrop or water drop of us, which was so beautiful. So
Mhm.
if everybody out there was thinking about us as rivers, and you go back to that original drop, your original home, your origin story, if we're talking about Hollywood,
Yeah.
um, going
Yeah.
back to our origin story and thinking about that raindrop, that drop of water, the maybe the ambiotic fluid or the nectar
Mhm.
of us, like just thinking about that, um, and we saw it as upgrading uh, from that beginning, and thinking about this year about DNA and our full human potential. I think of that water drop um, as a place that we can visit our own raindrop, and we can sit there and see the reflections in it, and we can help clear it because it's part of us. So clearing
Mhm.
the water, sending the water love, and sending it gratitude, and really working with water. Like water is such a beautiful thing. It helps some of us connect to spirit or
Yes.
ancestors when we're in the shower. Some of us can hear
Mhm.
music in the river, uh,
Mhm.
but just really going back and just sitting with our origin story, and almost watching it be woven inside that raindrop. And it's such a neat way for everybody to easily visualize something like that, or even draw it. Like, just, you don't have to be an artist, just draw a raindrop, and you can even put things that you wish inside that raindrop.
I love
Your
that.
raindrop can be
Yeah.
huge. Go out with some chalk and just like make it huge, and be a
Yeah.
kid with just sidewalk chalk.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And really everything in that one drop is actually contained in, because there, if you took that and you put it under a microscope, the things that you would see would
Yeah.
be that you cannot see.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
the other thing I'm thinking of as you're saying um, this is the time of year you usually are on the water, and the water brings you joy,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you're with your family, you're making memories, you're doing all those things. And then I was brought into the idea of the snowflake, which is also water,
Yeah.
but it's all very unique. So the droplet and the snowflake have the same sort of energy in that they're both unique, and they both carry within it a certain structure, I guess, of
Mhm.
frequency.
Yeah.
And you can either immerse yourself when you're going down in the water, or you can be on top of the water. You have those two choices as well, and they
I
bring very
I
different.
love that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. Like when you go under the water, it's like it's a different I love
Mhm.
being under the water and seeing what I can hear and not hear. Like
Right.
it's
Yeah.
so quiet under there, you know? Yeah.
Yes, very definitely. And there's a whole world under there.
There
It's
is.
just a whole other world. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you brought up the gold, the alchemy,
Yeah.
um, this is something also that is accessible to all of us. We can turn our lead into gold anytime we want to. And then when the gold gets a little tarnished, we can always polish it. So, I love the things that the Tutah brought in that message. That
That
was
is
awesome.
so neat that you said that, Allie, because I forgot part of the thing we were working on was um so here's our water drop, right? And I it's not like I like to think about this, but like I know that sometimes I feel scattered or fragmented,
Sure.
and so
Yeah.
there's this thing that where you can call your whole self back, because I love traveling. I love like being up
Mhm.
there and out
Mhm.
there, and
Yeah.
so we did this thing where we're calling all of ourselves back to this origin.
Mhm.
Maybe pieces of us are out there working on like a different timeline or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like I saw some of the pieces coming back as weathered, like they've just been through some stuff. Like maybe they're over there in like medieval time or something, and they're getting battered, you know, and like
Yeah.
having all of you come back, even if it's just temporarily, and I was just to see that being like repolished, renewed with
Right.
the alchemy. And then like if they need to return to wherever they were, then bless them and have those little pieces of you go back out wherever their job is. I
Absolutely.
love coming home to our origins, and it's like coming home and, you know, someone's baking bacon, you know, and you can
Oh, yeah.
smell the coffee and
And the bread
just,
is toasting. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, just come home for a second, and
Yep.
it's your home. You can create however it is that you want in this raindrop. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's funny because there's a lot of people that don't really consider things like this as a normal thought process.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But in doing so, you can dip deeper into your own emotional water area,
Yeah.
your emotions,
Yes.
and you can experience something in a totally different way. It's like a whole new perspective on how life works, I guess. And there's so much. There was something I saw some pictures of the face of an ant. And I thought that was it was the creepiest looking thing with big eyes, and because somebody put it underneath a very small microscope. So we've got all these things that we can't see, and many of them are doing the work that they're doing that we don't know about,
Yes.
but they're helping us. So,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
The seen and the unseen.
right,
Yes.
right. Yeah. I love this. When Moses comes down with the 10 Commandments, remember what he does the first time, though? He throws them because he's mad people are committing all these sins. And then he has to go back and get another set because he did
That sounds like something I would do. Have a little tantrum.
a little tantrum there. You people are not what I wanted to see when I get back here. Yeah. That's so funny. But see, I pulled this card. It's abundance. It's the abundance that we already have that is ours. We're abundant in all of this. And of course, most of this in these cards are our nature. We've got beautiful sunshine and flowers and so forth. And I love this one because it says forever present. And it's an
Oh my
angel.
gosh.
It's an angel with the tree.
It's a
Yeah.
tree angel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Isn't that pretty? And I know you probably have, because you're a tree person, seen a tree that looks like a person, like it's,
Oh,
with arms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Three Shifting Veils and we have loads of photos.
That's great.
Yeah,
Mhm.
loads of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there is nothing normal. You're right, Debbie.
Yeah.
All right. So you remember in elementary school, you put grass and plants in a jar of water, and a few days later took out a drop under the microscope and see things moving. Sure. Yeah. It's amazing.
I've actually seen a little ad come through where it's like this little thing you can have, this little microscope you can have to carry around. When I see it again, I might have to buy it.
You might have to. That would be fun. And you know that, what is it, Imasu Moto, I think, or something like that. He's the one that did a study with water and water drops. And he put on the outside of one hatred, and he put love.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And there was nothing else introduced to it. And it was amazing, the differences that they had. Yeah. So, yeah.
So, I think if I were to ask Allie, if I could ask a question for going forward on 8/8 collectively, could you pull some cards for that? Or if you get anything without the cards, like
yeah. Sure.
I would invite everybody too, if everybody here or even the ones watching it later, what is coming for us? Like what's coming through the Lion's Gate for us? What do you guys all feel like? I think if we all tap in, some beautiful things can be shared.
It is. Yeah, let's do that. That's what's coming in for us as a community.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm. They're showing me a beautiful bright light, and it behind is, and it's part of a portal. It's a round, like a mirrored portal, and they're inviting us to step into it, and they're saying it's always been available. I'm getting that message a lot today, that that we don't know that it's always available. But the card I got was reflection. There's a reflection of us in this portal. And I've been reading a lot about parallel lives. And in the parallel lives that we can access, which are parallel lives of the self, or or multidimensional, we always have the opportunity to step metaphorically into a portal and change what it is that's not working for us anymore. And as a collective, I'm hoping that has something to do culturally for us, because we've been waiting and waiting to be invited into this portal. And we're waiting for somebody else to come out and say, hey, come on, I'll give you a hand. Well, they don't do that. It's like when you want guidance from the archangels or your guides, you have to say, hey, can you help me out here? They want to be asked. And there's some kind of feeling of, I'm getting fingers tapping on the table, like, hurry up, come on, let's go. I don't know what you're feeling. So Juanita, you're thinking of the old ways falling away and the new you is coming. Good.
I love visuals, and I was right there with you with that portal. And I don't know if you said it had a frame to it or something, but mine had like a gold
Mine
frame.
did. It did.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
gold frame. Yes, I saw
Yeah.
that. Yes.
And mine was a little bit, it wasn't super shiny gold. I kind of
Right.
liked that. Like it,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
so I was stepping just like, I didn't even have to step. It's like I got close to it, and it was the same thing as when we began this today, where I felt like I was like whoosh right there. And when I was standing in this like bright golden light, I felt my muscles relax, and it felt healing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm getting the sense that if you ask, can I go back? If I walk through this, can I go back to my old life? And it's saying, think real long and real hard. Is this what you want? And if this is what you want, you won't want to go back.
That's what I got. You were asking that, and I'm like, why the hell would you want to go back? Yeah, it's like,
it's kind of like how you feel if you have an NDE. You know, some people are pushed to come back because they haven't finished their path or whatever, but most people never want to come back because it's so much nicer over there. Yeah.
But I think it's one of those things too where they were picking on us or poking fun at us. It's just like you, let me see how I can say this. It's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's like, it's like you're not Hannah Montana.
They are wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah. No, it's like yeah. It's, it's like choose one. Just
Yes.
choose, and not only not Hannah Montana, but it isn't. We're not going to give you 6 options here.
Yes.
Leave or stay.
Yeah. Or is it an illusion?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Hannah
Too good to be
Montana and
true.
whoever, yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
are what you are.
You are what you are. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. So Linda's thinking of Halloween. We're all in
Yeah.
costume, ringing the bell with our bags open, and the portal opens.
Yes.
Spiritual candy.
Yay.
Oh, wow. You can't ride 2 horses with one butt. Well, that's true. That's very true, Rose Blue. Oh, wow. I think that any new venture that somebody takes, the reason that I think they are laughing at us too is because so often we sabotage ourselves. We may not like where we are, but it's familiar. And that's not familiar. It's exciting, but what if I don't like it there? What if there's something, what if
Yeah.
there's a trick or like
Yeah.
you said, the illusion? And so, yeah, does not
Yeah.
the star card have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, representing the Aquarius? Absolutely. One's in the water and one's on the shore.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I love that, Mary. That's very true. It's like, well, I'm not quite all in, but I'm not all out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Um, I want you to know today would be a very important date to do these manifestations that you're interested in because we're at the pinnacle.
Yeah.
But you have until the 12th. If you haven't had a plan or something's going on, it's still potent for you accordingly. Although they say it doesn't matter, you can do it anytime. There's no rules, the hokey pokey.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Good one.
Yes. Yeah.
Good one. Oh my
That's so
God.
funny. The two of them put it in at the same time. Oh my goodness. Rose and Juanita, I'm sorry, Linda on my channel, Rose over on JJ's channel, you wrote the same thing. You can't
Yes.
see that, but you did at the same time. All right.
Oh, wow.
2 minds with one thought. That's awesome. That's really awesome. So, what can we do to further our abilities to let go? I'm a little concerned about, I'm not concerned, that's not the right word. I guess maybe I'm a little confused as to why we're getting these physical manifestations. But it always seems like me when I prepare for a trip or I prepare to do something, right before I go, I get the sniffles or a headache or something.
Yeah.
It's some kind of trepidation, some kind of anxiety, or some kind of a feeling of, well, I just want to stay home. So, yeah.
So I used to sell pizza at large outdoor events. I did that for 17 years, and we'd find ourselves out in the middle of nowhere building restaurants, and people are going to come. And I've been thinking about this lately, and these are some of the dreams that are coming up for me in dream
Mhm.
time. Is a lot about that business that I owned, and
Mhm.
just because it was fun and stressful. And so the thing I want to share is we would have like all of these going into it. My husband and I would be like, are we going to have enough of this? Are we going to have enough of
Yeah.
that? Do we have enough people that's going to come help us? And we would have all of these. I hope we get a good spot. I hope the weather's okay, and everything depended on something. And we
Sure.
go in, and then when we're leaving, was my favorite, not because it was over, but just because we've experienced everything we were going to experience. And you had this knowing of this happened, but it was okay because A, B, and C, and this
Yeah.
went just like how we thought. This one went better. And we had like the knowledge of this piece that, okay, now we're on the other side of it. And so one thing that I like to play around with is, like, for instance, I was nervous about driving to like LA this one time because I was like,
Mhm.
oh geez, am I going to find parking? What's the traffic going to be like? And so
Sure.
I said, okay, just imagine us on the other side. Did I find parking? Did it matter if I couldn't find it? Did I just drive around, And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I wonder if we just think about, do we have another side that we could think about? Like, I know
Yes.
that you said you were feeling anxiety. It's almost like unexplained kind of anxiety. And so it's
Right.
like, okay, well, whatever this is, can I see myself on the other side of it?
Hmm.
And it's okay if we still feel the anxiety of it.
Yeah.
Because I know
Yeah.
some of us have premonitions of things,
Hmm.
but just thinking about the other side of things.
I love that because really, honestly, there's only now and now exists, you know, all at once
Yeah,
simultaneously. So
yeah,
if I'm going to put the energy into my thoughts or whatever my feelings are, my emotions are, I don't need to be thinking about that. I
yeah,
need to say everything always works out for me and everything is fine and
yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Rose.
yeah,
Yeah.
Rose Blue. Yeah, we didn't go to Burning Man, but
Okay.
we were famous at Coachella.
Mm.
Yeah, we were famous. So if you bought a ticket, one year, if you bought a ticket online for Coachella,
Hmm.
afterwards there was a saying that came on, and you're just like, now you can start dreaming of spicy pie pizza. And so
Uh-huh.
the people at Coachella loved us. We built 5 restaurants there. Yeah, we were in
Wow.
VIP, we were in the beer places, like, yeah,
Yeah.
we were kind of viral. We had a not to toot my own horn, but the business was called Spicy Pie. So, and then we had
Okay.
high quality pizza, and we were able to, like, get
I love
people out of the line and back into the music, and we sold it
that.
after 17 years of having it. So yeah, we were.
Well, when
It's
you were
still famous, but yeah, we're not a
probably
part.
before you were born or very close to it, I was the Pizza Hut girl. I worked for them for years and years. I taught
Yeah.
myself how to be a cook. I was a
Oh
waitress, but I
wow.
taught myself how to be the cook,
Yeah.
and it sustained me. And there isn't one day that I wouldn't mind having a piece of pizza. I love
Yeah.
pizza. So,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I
I
love
love
that
pizza.
idea. I love that example that you offered up. That's
Seeing the
very
other side of it. Yeah.
yeah. See, and that we will get on the other side of it. Somebody said once, you survived every day through every other tragedy that you've been through in your life. You're still here, you know?
Yeah, we made it. We're on the other
Yeah.
side of these things. And
Mhm.
I remember, especially when I had children, my anxiety ramped up to, like, the things I would be driving and I'd be at a light and I would just think of these things like, oh, if I were to go off the road right now, like if there was an earthquake and I was on this bridge,
Oh
and
my God, I can't do
yeah,
that.
and it was like I had these, like, weird
Uh-uh.
thoughts come into my mind, and for some reason I always survived. My husband died in these visions,
Oh,
and I'm just like, how do we go on?
uh-huh.
And so
Wow.
I started thinking, like, wow, I have such an active imagination and none of those things came true. So
Thank
chill
God.
out. So, like, chill out. If those come up again, I don't
Well,
have to worry
well,
about
I
it.
wonder if they existed in a parallel universe. I mean, if you understand my thinking, it's like you didn't have to go through them because you already went through them in your mind.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
think it's
but
funny.
it's like, if I thought about all the things I've worried about,
Right,
from even
right.
when I was a little girl, it's like
Mhm.
I'm here right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
did some stuff happen? Yeah, but I
yeah,
made it.
but
I
you
made
made it.
it. I'm
You made
here.
it, and no doubt, you'll make it another time, and if you
Yeah,
don't, then it was just your time. I
yeah,
think that's the way I have to look at things,
yeah,
I know we've recently lost a community member, and a lot of people are real. It was quite a shock to folks, but I really do feel like we choose our times to go,
yeah,
and if we're if we're ready to go, there's no stopping us because we have work to do everywhere. So
Yeah.
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 Yeah, if all the things you thought of played out somewhere in time, well,
Oh my gosh.
I know. Well, I'd be with Freddie Mercury right now. So what can I say?
So cool.
Oh my God.
Oh
Well,
my gosh.
we're coming up about top of the hour. I don't know if Tuta has any other messages to say, but the floor.
I just feel like connected to everyone heart to heart
Uh-huh.
through this Lionsgate moment in time.
Mhm.
I just feel like we are connected. Uh,
I agree. I
yeah.
agree. When they extrapolated back DNA ancestry, there are so many of us that are related to each other that way as well. And, you may be my 23rd cousin once removed, but, like there's no separation really. And if we can remember that, we can also look at those who don't um, look like us or act like us or live like us and recognize their faces as well. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity to grow. And yes, I love time travel stories. I do. I that's like my favorite thing in the world. And so yeah, somewhere in time. That's a beautiful, beautiful Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour.
Somewhere in time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Christopher Reeve when he was probably about 25 years old. Yeah, handsome, handsome. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. So, yeah, write down some of the things that you want to that you would like to bring in and manifest in your life. Um, they're admonishing that you take shelter in your own choices. And there's another tree for you. And it almost looks like there's a person in here or an entity in here. So there are portals and there are vortexes everywhere that we could choose to step through. They can even be in our minds. So we can choose to change ourselves, which is like living in a different portal. So yeah, there you go. Thank you, Sharon Saib. It's nice to see you. Yes. Who's not related to the orange baboon? We don't have to go there. You know how you have a dark cousin. Mine was the guy that was the traitor during Revolutionary War. Um, he was my cousin. Something.
That's so interesting because my mind went to, oh my God, you had a trader like in pioneer times, like the ones that had the store. And you're probably talking about a trader that was not.
I was talking about what's his face? Arnold, Benedict Arnold. That's who it is. Yeah. He was a relative of my grandmother's. And, but, after I saw that he got like the shaft from everybody, really, he really was a good guy to begin with. He just changed sides. That's all.
Rossi's coming in for some assistance.
Oh, she is? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, sweetheart. Yes. He benefactor Arnold. I love that. That's even better. So thank you. Yes. Rossi is my brain some days. She really is.
It's good to have a Rossi.
It is good to have a Rossi. Yeah. Yeah. Some limbs of the tree no longer exist for a reason. Thank you.
Deep.
Yeah. That's absolutely beautiful.
This has been fun. Thank you, everybody.
It has been fun. And enjoy the rest of your time at your light language conference. I think it's wonderful. Yeah. And folks, we're going to try to be here on 9/9 on JJ's channel with me streaming. So
yay.
Everybody have a beautiful Lionsgate. Get what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And want what you get. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Can't seem to be able to. All right.
We can't leave.
We can't leave. Yeah. All right. So sorry.